because of the way it all works out. If you look at the people too much, you look like you're leering at somebody that you're not even looking at.
Okay.
So I look like I'm looking at
one time I spent a whole show looking at David, and it looked like I was just staring down
Stacy.
You weren't even looking
like
at me.
leering at her the whole time. Like thirsty. like that old lady in the Trump picture.
The leader.
You see those pictures, right?
Oh!
I knew you were about to. I was ready. I know, I was ready, dude. I was ready, because the last 2 weeks I was like, I don't got laundry, dude.
Oh, there's a picture of
I got my new
Trump talking, and there's
There's
4 old white ladies in the front row just staring at him, and then there's one old white lady just going like that one. It's so gross. It's the grossest thing ever. Yeah. The picture of the old white ladies looking at Trump.
I don't know what this is.
Oh, that's a famous picture.
Are they licking their lips?
It's looking real horny.
Like one is, one off in the corner is like, I want to make some of that beef steak sandwich. No.
Beef steak.
Yeah, good to be well done.
Is this?
Hey, Special Mark! How you doing? Say hi to Special Mark.
Hi,
Special Mark. How you doing, buddy?
Visual? Is it that time?
We can't see.
Audio?
Are we visual? That's not too abysmal.
Yeah, that's the camera right there. Yeah. We are currently streaming right now. Yeah, just so be aware.
Spoil it.
I
knew this.
We need to talk Mandalorian later.
Oh
We don't have to
shit.
right now because I don't want to spoil it for anyone on the internet.
There are 3 rules.
I feel weird. I just like this voice. I better just
There are 3 rules.
Oh, sorry.
It's been 2 weeks. It's already. It's a BuzzFeed
The
article
latest
for
episode?
God's sake.
Yeah, okay.
And-
It's the cutest goddamn thing.
Special Mark, you sound sexy.
Oh no, I love it. I love
I
it.
can't see what anyone's saying.
It's
I know. I want this
overload
on.
of cute. In a good way.
It's awesome. No, everything about it is fantastic.
It's like they
There's 3 rules to your baby Yoda.
Right.
It doesn't like bright light.
Yep.
You don't get it wet.
Don't get it wet.
And under baby Yoda. Under no
guys.
Feed it not after midnight.
Oh yeah.
Do not feed it after midnight, or else you get a salacious scrub.
Wait not. Wait till midnight. You must.
It's too many damn screens, man. Sorry.
Bright lights doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean, I understand.
I think it's like
It just smells like baby.
I'm a dummy.
when I was watching
No,
that,
no,
I
no,
felt
no.
like they were like, "Oh yeah, it's Star Wars."
you are amazing.
Okay, let's just make it Star Wars instead of overcomplicating the crap. It's like, oh yeah, it can be Star Wars and good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, in
I have
case
spoken.
ladies and gentlemen,
I was like, who the hell is that guy?
I know. Shut up.
You just shut up. Hey, ladies and
What's
gentlemen.
happening? Who's in charge?
For
Who's
fuck's
speaking?
sake, there's a show that's gonna happen in 5 minutes. If I can get these fucking Neanderthals to relax for a second.
Oh, I was gonna refill my drink.
There's gonna be a show that's happening in 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. If you're on the internet right now and you're just checking this out, hey, thanks for checking it out. I'm Dave. This is gonna be No Dice. We're gonna improvise a D&D based adventure for you. Feel free to hang out in the chat. You can change up the adventure, make it more difficult, make it harder for us, make it more fun, make it weirder, make it sexier if you want. Yeah, I see you.
All you
I see-
sexy hackers out there.
I see you sitting there, looking all good,
I see you, baby.
Yeah.
shaking that
Good evolved.
finger.
There in your bathrobe with John
I've
hanging
been
out.
bumped.
Anyway, we got about 5 minutes, so feel free. Consider this the pre-game of our D&D session. Come on into my mom's basement. I hope you brought. Yeah, I hope you brought weed or Doritos.
Or both.
Or
Both.
Yeah, chat. How do you feel about the Mandalorian?
Yeah, now that Nick's talked about all the specific plot details,
Yeah.
how do you feel about the fucking Mandalorian?
I baked it into the Doritos.
Yeah, maybe you don't. I mean,
Baked it.
that thing is revealed.
Is it turtle cheesecake, Special Mark, or is it Teenage Mutant Ninja turtle cheesecake?
Oh.
That should be a thing.
It just has like a red bandana around
Yeah.
the outside.
Yeah. It's a carrying, it's like a handle.
I'll have a pint of Leonardo, pint of Donatello.
I'll roll out of Raphael, he left early in the movie.
It's bitter anyway.
Yeah. It is bitter.
It's bitter.
Hi, I'm
Hey,
Stacy.
wait.
I'm ready to play No Dice.
Stacy, something's different. I think it's the cup.
Is
I
it?
feel like you're nicer than you really are.
I know. I've been practicing, going through some things.
Ooh, what would the porn equivalent of the Mandalorian be, according to Special Mark?
Oh, that's a good one.
It wouldn't.
It's something about
Mandalorian? Mandalorian?
Mandalorian?
Yeah. Mandalorian?
Mandalorian?
Hander me loin.
The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian.
Yeah, the manhole you're in. That's it. That's the manhole you're in. That is the porn name for the Mandalorian.
Wait, I'm gonna transform.
Alright.
All of us, roll out.
Decided that, I'm glad we got that cleared up.
Yeah, you know what? It was a matter of time where someone came with a good one.
Yep.
Oh, did I miss a good pun?
We come up with the porn parody of
Nick
the Mandalorian is the manhole you're in.
Oh,
Yeah.
not Mandalorian?
That was my first pitch, but then we decided to
Also, you have to be careful of the pronunciation there. It's the manhole you're in,
Right.
not the manhole you're in.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
That's a different. That's the
The
sequel.
manhole.
It's a specific kind of porn.
I'm in.
Mandalorian. Sure. There we go.
Manhole you're in?
Yeah.
Man-handled Horians. Hey, De Leon! Hey, De Leon!
I'm waving.
Oh, see, that's the straight porn version.
Yeah.
Manhandle Horian.
Man-handled Horians.
Or just not the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I resemble
I have
that.
spoken. I have come.
I resemble that. 'Cause I'm a
Nobody
whore.
wants to see, but people do though. They do want to see that.
They do.
I don't know why.
But Ugnaught just
Just
blasting ropes. Just blasting ropes.
Pushing white, as they say.
That's how they keep
It's
the
gross.
That's how they put the ship back together.
Welcome to Gross No Dice.
Welcome to
Called no dice.
I leave the room.
Yeah.
5 minutes
So welcome to No Dice.
to get more gross liquor.
See, this is pretty par for the course for the type of stuff we're doing.
That's true. I believe it just.
Size matters not.
Oh man.
Do or do not.
IG. Who is IG11?
Okay, did you see
Yeah.
that? That was
Was
great.
the one this time?
Yeah.
Apparently
Was it a-
they've made a lot since then.
Yeah,
What?
dude.
Or maybe I guess they would have reset it with IG11 as the assassin droid in the first.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, there's
IG88
IG88.
was. Did they just cycle over?
No,
There's a new
probably-
build.
It's probably an older version.
Oh, okay.
And there's 4 88 models. There's IG88 A through D. And they all
I think it's
share a
like
collective brain.
And like B is like the ultimate droid brain. He like was in
Right,
the Death
yeah.
Star.
Do these red lights turn on when we're supposed to be like?
These red lights? No, the red lights?
What, the red,
You don't have to
reflector.
turn on the red lights.
the
No,
reflector.
I don't have to turn that on.
Something.
Hey,
Lots of energy.
Hey, what is this? Is it?
They're a project that never got finished.
It is 7:30.
They're gonna be.
FYI, we
No
spontaneously
worries.
sing a lot, so don't be mad if you don't know the words.
Yeah.
lights!
Yeah, it's kind of like, hold on.
There's a little Yoda in their own mouth.
Oh, there is! There's a baby! See him?
People spoil the shit out of everything.
He's right.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Yoda.
So,
Let's get down to business.
let's do it.
No dice. Yeah. We're gonna do that later.
Yeah. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to No Dice. My name's Dave. I'm going to be your dungeon master this evening. Thanks so much for checking us out on twitch.tv/SXYHACKERS. Yes, that's right. Sexy hackers, no first E. Twitch won't allow it. It's too hot.
Too hot.
Too hot for TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is No Dice? What is No Dice?
What is No Dice?
You know what? I wish I knew. I've been doing it for a couple years now, and every time I'm disgusted and appalled at what it ends up being. But the basic idea is we're going to improvise a Dungeons & Dragons adventure for you right
A
now.
porn parody.
Yeah. Maybe.
It's all about roleplay.
We're going to improvise a Dungeons & Dragons adventure for you right now using 2 suggestions from last week's audience
Oh.
and multiple suggestions from this week's audience. That means you in the chat. Nice.
It was
Sorry.
very professional. And
There
then it
was
just went way downhill.
There was a little scotch in the studio just before we got started.
Yeah, we're in a mood.
We're in a wood.
That means you, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the chat, you can interact with us. You can make our story more interesting, tailor it to yourself, make it more difficult for us, even if you so choose. All you got to do is get in the chat and type ! Flip for it. And then give us a reason why we would flip the coin. What's the coin, you might ask? Well, get this. What is the coin?
What is the coin?
Can we see the coin?
You may. Look upon the coin, ye mortals, and beware.
Hey, David, did we order an extra large sausage? Oh, we didn't order an extra large
It's
sausage.
about time.
Sorry, Special Mark, you can't be the
You can't be the beach guy.
The idea of no dice is shut the fuck up. The idea of no dice is that we don't have any dice when we role play. So we're going to roll a coin. We flip a coin. Yeah,
Roll a coin.
we're gonna roll a fucking coin.
You gotta bounce it off.
That's
the
what we're
wall.
gonna do. We're gonna roll a
Bounce it off
coin.
my
Oh
hands.
man, this is
Like
going
a
downhill
lottery.
fast.
Yeah.
All right.
We're in trouble.
We have a coin to flip. There's a yes or no. There's a yes side. That means a go time. There's a bad side. That means no time. That means a success or fail based on whatever our player characters want to do. Hey, who are our player characters? Well, we don't know. But more importantly, who are our players this week here at No Dice? Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to introduce yourselves. And for fuck's sake, let the guest go last. You fucking people are here every week. Just say what your goddamn name is first.
Click for scotch. You gotta click for scotch.
My name is Liv, and I will be here.
Yep.
Yes. My name is Stacy. Hi.
Hi, my name is Nick, and I tried to go first like last time. I was supposed to, and it didn't work.
It's a valiant effort.
Don't forget Brian.
Hi, my name is Ian. I've done this sometime before, but not online.
Let's give it up for Ian, everybody.
It's a new frontier.
Very glad to have him here. Very smart person. He has more hair on his face than I have ever had on my head.
He's probably more qualified than I am to be here.
Whoa,
Super
damn.
nerd.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna replace someone.
We'll
soon.
see about that.
It's me, isn't it?
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Robots.
this particular episode of No Dice, we have 2 suggestions from last week. At the end of every episode, we get a location and an enemy for next week's episode. This week's episode is going to be taking place in a Speakeasy, which is a bar for people who are very old, in case you aren't aware.
Eagle bar.
An illegal, oh yes indeed.
Because America decided we shouldn't have alcohol.
No.
And that didn't work.
Yeah, that is odd that we're doing an episode in a Speakeasy, and I'm slightly toasted.
Yeah.
Cheers.
To the amendment.
Yeah.
What was it? 18th was.
Oh,
21st.
21st Amendment.
that would make sense.
Is that the Repellent Amendment? Or is
I
it
don't know.
the
but
Prohibition
21st would
Amendment?
make
We
more
were a
sense.
dry country for 13 long years.
Our location is a Speakeasy. Our
Yes.
enemy this
Or
week
we-
is going to be an early Christmas.
Oh,
Everybody watch out. Ooh.
My God.
But we need more suggestions. We have these fantastic people here. We need to get them characters to play. And that's where you, the audience, is going to come in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the chat right now, get those hot little hands of yours ready, okay? Get those fingers. Take them. Take those phalanges out. Flex them. Flex some shits. I don't know. Lick the tips if you want. Make it weird. And get ready to give us something. Anything at all. Maybe not anything at all. Actually, our players are going to give you a prompt. But first, I'm going to make their prompt a little more difficult. Ladies and gentlemen, all our player characters tonight will be retired mobsters.
Oh, yeah.
What I want is a reason you are no longer in the mob. You can get any kind of reason. There can be any kind of reason.
That's what we're asking for?
That's what I'm asking you for.
Oh, so we're not asking them for anything?
I'm asking you to figure out a reason why you're not in the mob, and then you ask them what that reason is. In a particular way. However,
Well, why can't we just ask them, why aren't I in the mob?
that's dumb. Because then all 4 of you would ask the same goddamn question.
Alright, fine.
They give you the reason why they're not in the mob, and then they ask the audience for specific details, fleshing out that
Yes.
whatever that reason is.
Was that not the obvious thing?
It's a little unclear.
Was it?
It felt like a question that would be asked Twice.
You're all not in the mob.
All right.
Figure out why. Get the audience to tell you.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi. My character has a really cool mob nickname.
Yeah.
But they're no longer in the mob because that nickname was too cool.
God
That's
damn
fun.
it.
I like that.
What is the nickname?
That was mine.
Was it?
Yeah. I'm interested in what people did for them.
It's like they're all pandas. Fucking like.
What kind of job? You know what
I
they
thought we were
did.
gonna be Scrooges.
You got
for a
your-
second.
Scrooges.
Yeah. What's Nick's too cool nickname?
Take a couple seconds and think about it.
Think about it.
Figure it out.
Think about it.
Figure it out.
Creamy calzone Tony. That's right. Also, not only was that my nickname, and I was actually kicked out because my calzones were always too creamy because I only use ricotta cheese in them because I'm an asshole.
Stacy is not
He doesn't
enjoying.
know how to make calzones.
Is ricotta cheese an asshole move?
He's just like, yeah, you put ricotta cheese in your what? In a
your
calzone?
asshole?
Yeah.
Yes, in your asshole. Welcome to Sexy
Cottage
Sex.
cheese in his asshole.
Sounds like you're in one of those adult films.
So I'm creamy calzone Tony.
Creamy
Hey,
calzone
creamy
Tony.
calzone Tony. Hey, I got a creamy calzone for you. See, I make everybody uncomfortable.
Oh god.
They
I
kicked me out.
received a horrible disfiguring injury. What was it?
Dang. Who's got good questions?
It just came to me.
And we will need a name for her as well.
Yes.
Or him as your character is.
Yeah.
We don't know. Could be us.
It.
Disfiguring.
So what horrible disfiguring injury did Stacy's character sustain that made them have to leave the mob? It could be undying flatulence. You fell into a vat of hair dye that left you blonde.
Oh, it's terrible. It's
Can't
so
be in the mob
disfiguring.
anymore. You're
They're
fine.
like, you're too stupid, dame.
That's how they talk to all women.
That's right.
So what's my name?
Blondie. How's about that?
Blondie.
Your new name. You're like, no, it's not my family.
Guy Fieri. Your name's Guy? Sorry, stuff.
That is an Italian name.
Stacy's character is now Guy Fieri. Blondie Guy Fieri. There you go. Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
That's perfect.
Yep. Blondie Guy
And even though
Fieri.
you're growing it out, it's just the tips. So they don't care. It's like, no, it's horrible.
That's your catchphrase. Just the tips. Why, that's just the tips, it is.
What a different time.
Whoops. Sorry.
I had to leave the mob because of family drama.
Okay.
So I was in the family, and now I'm kicked out of the family. What is the drama that made me have to leave? What's my drama?
What's my drama?
What's your whole function?
Oh. Take a couple seconds, think about it.
Kibben, what's that say?
And of course, Kibyan Bits. I think
Kibben Bits.
Vegetarian
Yeah,
Bits
Kibben
have
Bits.
changed their name. I'm not.
And then I'll
Got
also
scotch in
name
the
my
studio.
name.
Man, this is good. Huh?
Oh, that's why.
You forgot to bring Grandma pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving.
Oh, for shame.
And what's my name?
What is Liv's character?
It's a
Name.
really
Say
cool
her
name.
name.
It's
Yeah.
a really cool mobster name.
Yeah, really cool mobster name. Like Creamy Calzone Tony.
Creamy calzone Tony, which is the coolest name.
Yeah, but not as cool as Creamy Calzone Tony. Slightly less cool.
I like that. One-eyed
Kibben
Linda Lipskovich. I'm sorry, I'm putting everything upside down, so it's extra like.
Lipskovich.
Well, one-eyed Linda, they wouldn't have kicked you out if you brought her a creamy calzone. Oh, yeah, Grandma
Tony,
needs
I
a
brought
creamy
her plenty of
calzone.
calzones, and that cream comes out her ass after. So maybe you need to keep it to
Linda
yourself.
Lips. Good old Linda Lips.
Linda Lips. One-eyed Linda Lips.
This is just a barbarity.
Well, it's just One-Eyed Linda's good. The last name is crazy.
It's a good name, though.
There's just too many letters. There's too many letters in that little box down there.
Yeah, there's a lot of letters.
Look at that little box.
My maiden name is Polish, so I'm very familiar with that CZ combo.
Thank you very much, Vegetarianzilla. Ian, what would you like for your reason why you left the mob?
Well, you see, I once was a wheelman for a mobster, you know, the head boss man, and I crashed that car, and I just don't remember where I crashed that car. It must have been an awful place.
Okay.
Because it got me taken out of the mob.
So you crashed a car into an important place?
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm wondering what my name was, because I have amnesia now
That's good.
from crashing my car. We didn't have those airbag things.
Yeah, what are those
The
anyway?
belty things.
Yeah.
You know?
What?
Oh,
What are you talking about,
Now I
seatbelt?
Yeah.
now I have a question.
Nina Ned.
Nina Ned. Hey,
Where did he crash?
This reminds me, I watched this Squid episode the other day.
it's a good one.
It's a very good one.
Yeah. I put it up in like the number 2.
So we got Nina Ned, and then we need a very important location. This location, I could even say it could be historical.
It could be. Or it could be
Or political.
Yeah.
type of building.
Huh?
No, it is. Where did he
The
crash?
setting is going to be a
sorry.
speakeasy.
Crash the car.
Everything in history didn't take
Like
place in a
into-
speakeasy.
I had half a shot of scotch, so
I know. This is
into,
very
you know,
effective,
That
Scott.
is not a slouch.
Gosh.
Could be any place at all.
Any
Local establishment.
or thing even.
yeah, that's right. Could be an animal.
Ian crashed his car into something that made him quit the mob. So we need a location or a thing that Ian crashed his car into.
Even Mobster's got a heart.
Lungs everywhere. We're scattered
Oh, man.
Their whole polio.
Oh, yeah, it's the time of polio. The whole polio way got wiped out.
Yeah.
They sent him over to Bruges to cool off for a minute.
I don't want to be in fucking Bruges. Fucking hate Bruges. Full of nothing.
Many alcoves.
That fucking
I think you're
movie.
drunk. Here,
This
have
is-
a beer and calm down.
This is honestly perfect because one of my friends is he does like the Child's Play charity thing, and yeah, so I'll have to send this after we're done recording. So he'll love that I murdered some children.
Yeah. Which, by the way, you're going to have violent flashbacks for the entire session.
Absolutely. I gotta get my memory back, so it's just gonna be some suffering.
Yeah. Avenge us. You're the one who killed us.
All
I
right.
always thought I'd die of cancer. Not internal bleeding.
Oh, I wish the flu would have taken me like my grandmother.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
All right, so let's quickly review, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind, our character names and endowments from our lovely audience.
Hey, I'm Creamy Kelso Tony. They kicked me out of the mob because they said my name was gross and I was gross, but I say it was because I was too cool.
And creamy.
And creamy.
Welcome back. I'm Guy Fieri, straight from Flavortown, and I have blonde hair.
Diners, drive-ins, and Dungeons and Dragons.
Quadruple D.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm One-Eyed Linda, and I got kicked out of the mob because I may have forgotten to bring my grandma pumpkin pie.
Well, don't you know, my name's Nina Ned, and I guess I don't really remember much, but I woke up one day and I was covered in blood and a little bit of small hands all around me, and I had to get out of there. It was a bad time.
I was covered in a little bit of small hands.
A little bit.
I want a shirt that says that, Jason.
Okay. Now that we've painted perhaps too vivid a picture for you, ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin No Dice with our customary song, sung by our fantastic bard,
Old-timey edition.
Brian Bear. Bring it home, Brian.
All right. Come bring men and
women all gather here inside this hall. Gather new adventures now and build your spirits rise. As barbers roam and maidens fair, barbarians in for underwear. You can go most anywhere when you're playing with no dice. No dice, no dice, no fire and ice. But never any dice. Playing to the night, imaginations will take flight. You're goddamn right, we're playing with no
Oh, sure. Oh, sure.
The Generican River runs warm this evening. Hot, steamy moisture rising in the cold Generican Chicago streets. The four of you have been called to a meeting with the Don Otello.
Okay, Tony, don't be gross. Don't be gross and you're back
Good
in.
luck, Tony.
You
Don't be gross.
You find yourself prepping before entering the Don's antechamber. Each of you looking over one another with your rags. You spit in your rag and you're like, yeah, you gotta get. There's one guy. He's standing there. He's the tough that in every mobster movie. He's huge-shouldered, wearing a suit, and it stares blankly off into space. This person is clearly an NPC.
Just don't be gross. Don't engage the NPC. They're just gonna say what everybody else always says. Just don't be gross.
He'll see you now. He opens the door slowly.
Thanks, Tiny Tim.
You're,
And then
wel-
I give him a kiss on the cheek.
You're welcome, Linda. He'll see you now.
I poke his quest givers exclamation point. It's real weird.
It falls to the ground and shatters into 1,000 pieces. To the bottom right of your visual area, you see quest failed. Tiny Tim's money delivery.
Damn it!
That means we could probably kill Tiny Tim if we wanted to.
Oh, get some of that money back.
I'm just saying, he's no longer.
You hear a voice from inside the antechamber.
Come in!
All right, shuffle in there.
I take off my hat and I put it in front of me, and I walk in.
I'm bringing a tray of cannoli.
You brought my favorite cannolis!
Cannoli.
Yeah. Oh, from the bakery down on 27th Street. Antoniolios. Cannolios. Thank you. Never have I thought to receive such fine cannolis on such a mundane, average day such as this. Just a normal Thursday.
The day of Thursday.
The day of Thursday.
Donatello seems slightly out of it. Okay, that's when you notice. Let's see. Did you notice? You did not notice nothing odd about the room.
Nothing odd at all.
Don't
Nothing
notice
about
anything.
the room.
Don't
focus
not
on the room.
notice.
You see the room. You see what's in the room. You're gonna want to say something inappropriate. Just stare. Just stare at Donatello.
You notice like a
Stare at the
giant-
cannolis. Stare at Donatello and stare at the cannolis. Those pastries are full of cream.
Hey, Don, what'd you do with these curtains? These are beautiful. It's great.
I just got them rehung. After I had to hang Shug.
I don't need to get rehung. Damn it!
After I had to hang Shug
Tony,
out
come
of
on.
the window for the payment. He sells the sugar.
Oh, Donnie.
You may have heard about him. He took a fall.
Holy moly Stramboli.
Now, the four of you may be wondering why I've asked you here today.
Why, Donnie?
Why?
Don't play innocent with me. All of you have wronged the family in a way. All of you have wronged.
I mean, in all, Don. In my defense, that is what she said.
Thank you.
Glad you two are here to corroborate your stories. But you know very well I'm talking about you. Not bringing a pumpkin pie to my girlfriend's birthday party.
Come on, what is it with you and the pies, all right?
And you, creamy calzone Tony.
Calzone's so creamy.
Too creamy. How many times we gotta tell you? Okay, Your calzones are too creamy.
No. You don't want to bite into some chunky mozzarella or any other kind of stuff. You just want some hot cream to shoot in your mouth.
I told you, enough with the ricotta.
It's ropes, it is. Says an entrant who you didn't notice because you didn't notice.
He steps out from behind the curtains.
Needles.
You know, I like it. I get some bad heartburn if I have the tomatoes. So
That's right. So you leave
cheese.
the tomatoes out of it. You put the tomato sauce on the side, and then you can just dip your fried pizza dough like rolled over, and then you put the ricotta cheese. Come on.
Hey, it's just like what my mom used to do.
Gentlemen, my time is money, okay? You reminded me of that very long-winded sign that was spelled recently. Just outside. Look, Needles here. He's got a job for you.
Yeah.
He's here from the Pine family.
That's right. We try to stay evergreen, you know.
Yup.
But things aren't so green anymore.
No.
Things are going bad.
Yeah.
There's a new power in town.
That's when you look down and you realize, of course, you remember, you're in the Autumn Bottom Boys.
The Autumn Bottom Boys.
Yeah, the Autumn Bottom Gang. You're one of the Autumn Bottom Boys.
And girls.
And yeah, well, call them boys, just 'cause, you know, it's like.
I know, I just like to add in
Autumn
girls.
bottom poisons.
Oh,
It's a
we
very
recognize
sexist
our-
time, Linda.
We recognize the contributions that women have made in our establishment.
You know, I always wanted to be an autumn top myself, but never quite worked out.
Oh, who are you?
Whoa.
Creamy Calzone Tony over here?
Oh,
You know very well Creamy Calzone Tony can't stay on top. That guy always slides to the bottom.
Oh, that
Well, I'm clearly a bottom.
Creamy Calzone Tony slides into something, right? Damn it! I mean,
come on, Tony.
no.
Look, it's your job to follow Pine Needles over to the Laughing Kegels.
Laughing kegels.
It used to be a tavern and now it's an exercise studio. But at the back, we sell all sorts of hooch.
That's right. The good stuff.
They say
Oh.
just laughing giggles.
I'm very familiar with the laughing
Are they
giggles.
drinks or ladies?
Both.
Both.
You can get anything you want at the laughing giggle.
Gotta have
At
some
this
hooch
moment,
for the hoochies.
Creamy Calzones, his face is turning red because he's desperately trying not to say anything. Like he's having an episode.
Hey, so what's a kegel anyway?
If you have to ask, I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm doing it right now.
I don't remember.
What, it means a little
Always
keg.
doing them.
Wait, does it mean something else? We thought it meant like a little keg.
Yeah, Kegel, right?
Keg
A
out.
little
Oh.
Are we
keg.
wrong about that?
Oh, like a
Jeez.
quarter barrel.
Ah, jeez, I told you we should have market tested this.
Don't worry, I'm the godfather around here.
If anyone
If
had
I
asked
say a
the
kegel is a small keg, that means it's a small keg.
Yes, Donnie.
Look
Guy
at these-
Fieri knows
look at
his
these
way
two
around a
broncs
kegel.
over here doing small kegs
Yeah.
all day,
Knocking back small keg.
all the time. Anyway, look, I've got very important business to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a whole lot of pornography coming in, and I need to sell it. It's very important that I sell all this pornography.
Of course,
Oh.
first we gotta title all these pictures, too.
Yeah.
You got
I
any?
have someone to pick up what was that. But I guess it'll be us, too.
Donnie,
Well,
look
it'll be
really
you,
close
Don.
in the background. You might
That's
find
me.
me as an extra.
Anyway, please leave my sight before you discuss me further. I might vomit with you so close.
All right, let's go.
So you go off across the street.
Remember, the four of you. This is the last thing you do for the family. And then I never want to see you again. You do this job, or else you.
Or the job does you.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah. By which I mean he was doing the you know what we're implying, right?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Needles.
Good.
He presses a button and the door closes. It's cool. You've never seen electronics before.
It's cool.
Whoa,
Now that's
whoa, that's smooth.
Hoochie hoochie
so
hole.
you go across the street to little keg. No, what's it called?
The Laughing Kegels.
Laughing kegels.
Yeah.
That's actually really
Which is
important.
an exercise studio.
The sign, it just says the Laughing Keg, and then on the wall next to it, you just see an extra EL hastily chalked in.
That makes sense.
And it, by the looks of it,
like
it is
carved in with a knife.
It is an exercise studio. There's just a strong man going, throwing medicine balls.
Those big awkward bars.
Barrels.
Just there's barrels being thrown around.
So I want to go up to Linda, one-eyed Linda would like to go up to the front desk, and she's gonna say the code to get to the back and get the keg.
I was just thinking secret words.
You say the code. Let's see if you say the code.
Correctly.
I'm gonna say it.
All right, you do not say the correct code, but I do want to know what code you say.
The eagles fly by midnight.
Everyone goes for a gun.
Yeah. All the strongmen drop their bars at the same time. Ting, ting. One of the bars busts open and like a Tommy gun falls out of it.
Oh, you dropped your Tommy gun.
But don't worry, Creamy Calzone's gonna try, and he's just gonna go like, I like tight vaginas.
And
All the guys with their pistols slowly lower them, and then lift them back up, and then lower them again. Lift them back up.
Maybe a coin flip.
No, they're like, no, I gotta do 25 of these for reps.
Get swole, bro.
And then they see they are pacified by Creamy Calzone Tony's creamy method.
He cocks his fedora extra jauntily and does this on his double-breasted suit, and then he flips a quarter over at Linda and then walks right in.
It hits Linda because she has no depth perception.
No roll, definitely what happens.
Needles is just like, I could have said the password. I know the password.
Oh my God, Needles was with us.
Yeah, lean you over.
hanging out.
Like we couldn't find a way across the damn street. All right, let's go.
As you walk in, you notice the usual fine scent of spices and autumn burning leaves.
I smell cardamom. I smell cinnamon.
I smell
Very
ball
comfortable
sweat.
place.
Got any opium?
Yeah, but not for you.
I need to soothe the scars on my brain.
The scars of my...
You can have yourself a drink. How about a nice hot cider?
That'll do.
Otherwise we got gin. We got gin whips. We got gin
How about a horse neck?
That's right, we got one of those. How about a high Montana? Or a low Montana?
What about a rum tum tiger?
What's in that?
Gin!
Bits!
Walking around like that was a pre-written bit that I wasn't aware of. Definitely material the two of you wrote a long time ago. The two of you, everyone, while you're walking around in the back, all of a sudden you realize like the floor is covered like rushes in like rushes, except not rushes, but leaves. Autumn, fine, crunchy autumn leaves.
Damn, this is a fine ass joint.
The smell of maple syrup. Jersey, Canada. Generica, Jersey, Canada.
I got all messed up after the accident. I've been adopting accents from across the Midwestern region.
Why don't you believe me?
Needle says, alright, here's the scoop, see? We got a new contender in town. He's really encroaching on our territory. He's from the Claustra Noelstra, is what he says. Their Don is a big guy, wears all red and white.
Sounds like a cough.
A little guy pops out of nowhere. He's like,
Yeah.
Oh shit!
He's always wearing red.
Tell him, Squirt.
I will, but I'm trashed. Oh man. I don't know what's going on.
I didn't know we were gonna deal with no communists.
One of these days, I gotta get out of here and make a soft drink company all my own. Also, a delicious lemon-based beverage that'll refresh people and taste good in a gin fizz.
Yeah. Oh boy, you're all lemons and limes is what you is.
You're right.
Grapefruit?
Huh?
No, I think it's grapefruit.
Whatever it is, I'm bitter. I don't want to be the little one anymore.
Early
Oh, get out of here, Squirt!
Yeah, get out of here.
Special
kid.
mark. Thumbs up. I like that a lot.
Early, that's good.
Early Christmas.
Damn.
He is.
That is
good.
my new swear.
You know what they say about a guy with 3 names like that? He's probably gonna kill a president.
He's bad.
But anyway.
That too.
He's our main competition. He's been wiping out joints all over the place. We come in, everyone's dead, smell of peppermint everywhere.
Yeah, I'm still here, by the way. Sorry.
No, you can do some exposition if you want.
Yeah, the summer boys are toast. They're where I get all my fresh citrus from,
Right.
but they're basically a red spot on the road now.
Spring chicken whorehouse was knocked out completely.
Yeah, they got put in a Chicago overcoat.
You sure did.
Yep, which if you didn't know, it's a reference to a coffin.
Yeah.
So it's here on the internet.
He got all sorts of.
That's a
chubby-
bulky overcoat.
So anyway, we need you to find these guys and take them out. See what I'm saying?
These guys.
Take them down to New Orleans, if you know what I'm implying. Here.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
That's right. That's what I like to hear.
But here's the best part. All you probably gotta do is go downstairs.
I told you it was easy peasy.
Wow.
Wait, you're
Creamy
telling me?
calzone knows how to go down. Oh! Okay.
Give him one.
Tony's gonna leave that hanging. All right.
Okay, yes, an awkward air of slightly less creamy, perhaps granularness overcomes the area around creamy calzone Tony. He seems unsettled.
I gotta say, that's not what I heard, Tony.
Ooh, but I was doing the alphabet.
Gross.
I don't have time for this right
All
now.
right, that was quick. Tell them what you mean. They gotta go downstairs.
They gotta go downstairs. You understand? Just like
You just made me beat
Pine,
myself
you were
up.
part of the group that built all this. There's a whole network of bars down there.
That's
and
right. The tunnels. You gotta go down to the tunnels.
And then we've carved out most of the tunnels. We basically got like a big ass cabin down there for the whole city, and everybody's just drinking all the time. More than half the city's down in the fucking bar.
That's a big
Watch your
basement.
language, kid.
I'm sorry, I'm 12 years old.
Yeah.
I
He
gotta
said
go
himself.
sell my papes on the corner.
Darn it. You watch your language.
Ah.
Don't be a wet rag, see?
You're right, I'll be out of here lickety split, mister. I'm sorry.
He walks away, but he trips and falls on some lemons, spills his newspapers everywhere.
Ah, man.
Ah, little squirt. All right, you heard him. You gotta get down to those tunnels where the big party is. It's going all night and all day. And then the following night, you get the picture.
One thing Creamy calzone knows, he knows tunnels.
Shut up.
We would prefer that you stop that. And personally, I mean, there's a limit to how much you can go, Tony. That's the reason you had to leave.
There's a reason you had to leave.
Hey, he got us in here, you know.
I mean, it
it's-
was at the Don's wife's funeral. You were cracking these jokes. It was not appropriate.
It's not a joke if it is a fact.
The four of you see Squirt leave, and then out of the corner of the scene, you see him pop back up.
I'm gonna follow Squirt.
You take the corner and see Squirt standing there.
Ah.
Hi, Squirt.
Hi,
I'm
Linda.
wondering if
I like the way that your eyes are, half gone.
that is such a sweet thing for you to say.
Thanks.
Squirt,
I
can
never
get
talked to
down
her
on
like-
his level?
Oh my god.
Like eye to eyes. Now, Squirt, you wouldn't happen to know exactly it is where downstairs we have to go, would you?
Oh, I haven't been down there for a long time. I'm 12 years old.
Was that 17?
I think that you do remember, and maybe if you remember really good, I can make it worth your while.
I don't know. I do kind of like eggnog.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
We want to share a little bit of this eggnog with me, Linda.
I will share eggnog with you.
Oh yeah!
He is like, this kid is ready. He will do anything that you say.
Okay. Okay, Linda, but you gotta promise me something.
Anything.
Oh, man. I never had a lady talk to me like that. I'm only 12 years old.
You'll be a man soon enough.
Damn, you're right. I do already work 60 hours a week.
He's got a pension.
He's got 2 fingers missing.
Yeah.
I do know how to make textiles professionally. You gotta go downstairs because, well, they're waiting for you.
For me?
For you and everybody.
Is it a trap?
I don't know if it's a trap, but I know that the claws of Noelstra have been down there for a long time. They've been running things. They got animals down there that are crazy. They look like they're friendly, but they'll fucking kill you. They got these crazy, fucking things. They're like, I watched them rip a man in half.
Oh, you're talking like head swords.
Like heads? Yeah.
Head swords.
Yeah, like a head sword. Yeah, I'd call it that.
I ain't scared of no head swords. I'm scared of head swords, right? Up.
Queenie, I'm trying to seduce a child. Can you get away from me, please?
Wait, I can punch you.
Alright, while they're dragging me away, I just do a wink and a finger gun at the kid.
Thanks, mister.
While this is happening, I'm just like staring blankly at this child. As the helicopters are flying overhead.
Okay,
we're gonna go down the stairs.
No, wait! Don't go down the stairs! Linda, you've been so sweet to me, and I just want to touch your bazookas. But I can't! I'm a good Christian boy. Here's what you gotta do. There's a manhole right there in the middle of the street. You gotta go inside the manhole. It's the only way to enter down there.
You need a special key.
And they won't know. But you really gotta exert yourself to get in there. You might even just gotta squeeze in.
Oh, you don't need to tell me. I've got a lot of experience with manholes.
Okay.
So, don't take any wooden nickels now.
Okay, I gotta go furiously beat it.
Oh my god.
Excuse me.
I walk away extra Christina. I can't remember.
Aguilera? What's that?
No.
Yes, extra Christina Aguilera.
There's a huge flash as he has an old-timey camera that he's taking a picture of.
The woman, Christina Hendricks.
Hendricks.
I walk away extra Christina Hendricks.
Damn, that's a fine dame, he
Look at
says.
those getaway sticks.
Getaway sticks.
Okay.
Getaway sticks. Man, look at those games.
Yes. You know?
Wow.
You know, when they run away from me when I try to touch them.
So you go out.
I go to the manhole.
What's your plan?
The four of you huddle rapidly after Squirt runs away.
I convey the information and say, all right, so all we have to do is get the big old top off this manhole and squeeze in.
I was looking into those kids' big eyes, and I saw some things. Some awful things.
I could read his mind, and it was awful things.
Somewhere, Squirt explodes from sexual frustration. He spontaneously combusts and bursts into flame.
Maybe that was my fault too.
So I'm going to attempt to open the manhole.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty sure it's my fault, so it's alright.
The manhole is heavy. You find yourself unable to penetrate its metal exterior.
Creepy Calzone Tony shoves Guy Fieri away. It's like, let me show you how man does it. And then he does this exact same way.
Whoa, hold on, guys. I think I got something here. You look at this manhole cover, and you know it's from the Foundry. You know Nino Foundry, and I think I know. I think I've seen these how to lift that stuff up, right?
You have a vision of a manhole cover that you knocked loose, just decapitating a child.
Yeah. You hit a manhole cover just at the right angle, and it spun off. and just like the three jump. Let's see. You struggle through the flashback. But no, you find yourself your hands in front of you, clenched, rapidly, holding onto the steering wheel, and you're shaking. You're shaking like the car is going 70 miles an hour. So you realize that you are holding on to one-eyed Linda and just shaking her. Let's see.
Get off me, you crazy
Linda shook, but unaffected. Her bits are fine.
Good, you can't shake me
Hey,
like
I'm
that.
sorry about your bits, Linda.
Now fine, don't worry about it. Let me show you how a woman does it.
Linda's
And-
bits are fine. Oh! Anybody? No? Alright.
And she looks at a man in the street and she bats her eyelashes on one eye at him and goes, "Excuse me, sir. We seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Could you lift this teeny tiny manhole for us?"
Let's see you make that charisma check. Make that charisma check.
Sure, I'll be glad to do that.
Yes, I would love another Matt Septor. I'd love to do that.
Yes.
It's like a whole
I would also
Mentos
like to do
team
that.
shows up and just.
Two guys holding ladders drop the ladder and they're like, someone sets down a piano and like, another guy walks up and starts playing the piano. It's awesome.
Aw, thanks, boys.
Very rapidly,
I
the
could have done that if I had a piano.
Belinda!
Can we establish that one-eyed Linda like doesn't even bother to like patch her eye? It's
Yeah.
just there
Yeah.
and gross.
Oh, I thought it was glass and always looking
Oh,
straight.
that's better. That's so much better.
But she
Thanks,
definitely
so,
leads with her good eye.
So, could I get your number sometime?
Sure, pal. Just
Yeah.
hit me up later.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
Office has at least 40 years.
here.
Sure, write this down. It's 555, and then she jumps down the hole.
I'm so lonely.
5556969!
They jump down the hole.
You jump down the hole. Is not. Linda and Creamy Calzone Tony make it readily. They land in the middle.
I dive in, spiky hair first.
They land in the middle of where Bondi Guy Fieri also lands.
Intruders! You see a tiny, tiny little figure with a curly hat.
Oh, is he wearing like
curly
red
shoes.
underwear?
Yep,
and
red
like has
stripes
a-
like underwear.
Jaunty music resonates throughout the hall. When all of a sudden you find yourself in this huge, nightmarish cavern, kind of like a Moria with mistletoe. Instead of darkness, there's nothing but cheer and red and green lights blinking, always blinking. The tiny creature beckons toward you.
Totally rapping the music right now. Like,
You've come from the upstairs. Yes, the upstairs.
come down the chimney.
Yes.
That's right, I come down the chimney. Come here, you!
And then they chase after it and they try to catch it.
Creamy Calzone Tony lunges and and slides towards this creature. His creaminess allowing him much alacrity. You grasp the tiny person in a bear hug, and for some reason, his dryness and your moisture mix to make a potent suction. But he cannot escape. You start screaming immediately. Meanwhile, up in the street, the men who were gathered to speak to Linda hear high-pitched voices screaming in a sewer where Linda just dropped with multiple men. They are confused and saddened and leave empty-handed.
Yeah.
For now.
For now.
I'm sure their hands will be full later.
Whoa!
The tiny creature struggles against Creamy Calzone Tony. He is weak and slumps to the floor. Please don't hurt him. Don't hurt him.
That's right. My body folds over him.
The master who makes us work.
Yeah.
Don't be like him.
Wait, whoa. Who's this master who makes you work?
The boss. Yeah, the boss. Mr. Christmas. Yeah, Mr. Big Red, we call him. Big Red.
Big Red. Big Red is named Mr. Christmas.
There's multiple names. Big Red's a nickname. You know
Those are equally good names, and I can't understand why somebody would have more than one good name.
Why? Because you have no good names?
My name is Creamy Calzone, which is the best name, and that's why they kicked me out of the mafia.
Meanwhile, Donatello's back in his home. He's like,
Creamy Calzone Tony. Such a cool fucking name.
quick flashback back to the
Fair enough.
No, we's enslaved, you see. Yeah. Enslaved by Earl Lee Christmas. Yeah, his name's Earl Lee Christmas. Every year he makes us work a little bit earlier and a little bit earlier. Yeah. Just let us have goddamn Thanksgiving at least. Yeah. Holy shit, it comes to the time where I can't decide whether to put on my festive pants or my spooky pants. Yeah. I was gonna be a sexy construction worker this year for Halloween, but I had to wear this. Yeah, look at him. He looks like a freak. Yeah, you should feel ashamed. Do you think this is our natural outfits? No. Normally we just kind of business casual, you know? Yeah, I'm a nudist. I just like to wear this little jaunty hat. Yeah.
I thought business casual did mean nude.
I'm business casual. I'm down for casual business. Risky business. Yeah, right? Ooh.
Linda actually takes out her card and gives it to this.
Yeah. What does the card say?
The card says
just your name and a number?
It says Linda Lipinski, and then one-eyed was written right in front of Linda. Because it used to just be Linda.
It's always
Like,
one eye. There's
there's
two
like-
eyes and one's winking. But then you just kept those cards. You're like, yeah, it's fine. It still works.
That's
I
Linda
feel
with
it's your
one
eye.
eye.
Yeah.
And then her real phone number. It's operator number 4.
Well, maybe one day I'll call you and I can afford a telephone. Yeah. That's cutting edge technology. We make peanuts, see? Yeah, literally. Literally peanuts. Yeah, the circus peanuts.
Penises?
No, peanuts. Yeah, not peanuts.
Oh.
Peanuts. We're paid in peanuts. Yeah, circus peanuts. Yeah.
Get your head out of the gutter. Anyway, so I'm not gonna flirt with this.
Wait a minute.
I can't help myself. So,
why is you here anyway? Yeah, why are you here? My hands are tired from making toys. Yeah.
We're here because we hear that you're Mr. Redman, Mr. What? Early Christmas?
Big Red, Mr. Christmas.
Yeah, he's been horning in on the bootleg industry uptown.
Oh, yeah. That's bad. That nog of his. Wait a second. Yeah, wait, but are you here to stop him?
Yeah?
Or to free us? Yeah, you can free us.
No, we're here to free you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, good. Cool. Oh my god.
I let the little elf person down.
That's right, we're liberators.
Who can use a little bit of freedom every now and then, eh?
Yeah, just want our hearts and minds. Yeah. I guess it's good if you come in without killing a bunch of us. That would have just made us angry and have some kind of insurgency against you. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have
We
never
don't
done
want
that
that. We
before.
just want what's best for you.
Yeah, okay, good.
Never mind your lithium reserves.
What?
can you let us know your names, please?
What?
That check was just for Ian.
Thank you. I needed that.
Lincoln, yeah, and that's not. He's an opium addict. Yeah.
That's when you notice the small shape in the corner, buffeted by heavy opium clouds. And you smell the distinct tang of opium. Nina Ned tries to resist.
I need to get back on the sauce, though.
The faces of recently dead children flash in his mind as he says, "No, I gotta stay clean for the kids, for their memory.
I gotta stay clean. I'll be okay. I'll make it through.
Do it for us.
I'll make it through.
We're dead.
This is the ghosts. We should clarify, and not the elf.
Yeah, we're also dead. Also, don't be an opium addict. Yeah, that's fucked up, dude. Yeah. It's bad enough with Nod. It's an epidemic. Really. Yeah.
Anyway, could you guys do us a favor?
What's that?
Well, since we're coming here to liberate you, why don't you tell all your friends?
Yeah, maybe we could do that. You're sure? Okay. Hey, you guys! These people are here to free us.
They make this. No, Winkin makes a whole bunch of noise. He's like, you guys, from a whole bunch of pillars, like feet, hundreds and hundreds of feet out. Tons of pillars, each with their own individual bar, each with their own individual small kegel. Tiny men come out. That's when you notice also all the other shapes nearby. Odd flapper type characters, straight off the set of Chicago, sitting at each bar. There's definitely guys whose ties are too loose, if you know what I'm saying. Okay.
I'm done.
But one straight lane goes all the way through. And at the end of that lane, the echoing sounds of Winkin yelling, "Freedom! They're coming to free us!" echoes left and right off those pillars and falls upon a large shape.
So they think they can rebel against me.
Yes, they cannot rebel against us.
Send forth the Nutcracker Legion.
Very well. The Heat Miser, shall summon the Nutcracker
I'm Mr. Sun. I'm Mr. Heat Blister. I'm Mr. 101. Yes, I do.
I'm not sorry.
Let them face the Nutcrackers.
All of a sudden, the wooden bars that everyone is leaning on crack, and hundreds of small men embedded within them come
How
out.
small are we talking? Like knee height or like?
1 foot apiece, but then some of them like clump together and they form larger nutcrackers. They walk towards you menacingly, their mouth snapping for your nuts.
Oh, my nuts!
I say, these nuts are roasted, and I pull out my little brulee blowtorch and I set them on fire.
Excellent. Blondie Guy Fieri leaps into action using a highly pressurized canister of gas.
A culinary torch.
Five tiny nutcracker men who are small and therefore fast, in the front, are immediately set ablaze. They start screaming, "You never thought wood could feel pain."
We were enchanted to feel pain!
Why did they do this? What a horrendous decision! Think about the moral implications! The 5 of them run off and scatter, and all of a sudden, the leftover wooden bars are also on fire, and also smaller pockets of other wooden
Chestnuts.
yes.
Roasting to death.
Yes. Roasting to death on an open fire.
Oh, it's a fire! Won't someone put out the fire? Someone better put out the fire!
So a couple in the corner stop singing their song and remark that, motherfucker, it is hot in here all of a sudden. Maybe we should leave.
But we don't need no water.
I really should leave.
Yes. Look, the roof!
Yeah.
The roof!
The roof is on fire. The fire extends.
Is the room filling with opium now? Is it's catching flame? Secondhand opium.
Not as rapidly becoming a charcoal briquette.
One of those alarms goes off, the old fire alarm. It's just a cat.
Old timey.
Someone's got a cat and it's...
They're cranking its
They're
tail.
probably just doing this with
and
the
then she's
tail,
going,
actually.
Yeah, actually the cat kind of likes it, but it pretends it doesn't.
From atop the upper ceiling, all of a sudden you hear a whooshing sound. You look up! And do not see it before it is upon you. A huge, white, furry shape smashes into all 4 of you. You are... Zero damage! You are not hurt much because the creature bounces off of you onto the other side. It says, looking. You know the name of this creature. You call it Bumble! And it begins to walk towards you menacingly. As heroes, I am sure you are want to do something.
Creepy calls him. Tony's like,
Hey, Bumble! Isn't there somewhere else you gotta be right now? Because Calzone Tony knows that Bumble's bounce.
That's why he bounced off of us.
Missed my dentist appointment. Not much else to do. He begins bouncing rapidly, like a Tigger, but more dangerous.
I pull out a shard of untempered glass from the windshield of the car.
He parks in the car.
It's my memento. And I'm like, it looks like you could use a shearing, buddy. And then just start stabbing him.
Rapidly stabbing the Bumble. The Bumble is stabbed rapidly. Nina Ned shows some real psychopathy for a second there.
Yeah, take it!
Somehow the fire is even like, whoa, buddy.
I'm scared, but also a little hot.
Calm down.
I'm on fire.
Calm down. Let's see. I want to double check if this is a crit. Nina kills the Bumble immediately.
I start sawing off its head with a shard of glass, like
wearing it.
And I thought they smelled bad.
Oh, you took it from me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Technically, that was a tauntaun.
Yeah.
The Bumble is defeated. The wooden men still stand. At least 250 of them. There's fucking lots.
There's slightly bigger ones because
Yes.
they're million size.
I pull out of my pocket a bunch of ball bearings and I throw them at them. Steel ball bearings, and I say, "How do you like these nuts?"
Trying to chew
The Nutcrackers don't understand the pun. Perhaps it's poorly parsed. And
they can't move their heads, but they all just do like a shh.
No.
They look and then they
You'll all be winners.
They're ravening.
Attack, gentlemen!
The Nutcrackers go forward. Your nuts are cracked. Creamy Calzone Tony takes 5 points of nut-based damage.
Nut-based
Nina
damage.
Ned is also cracked. Yes, oh man, it's bad. But Nina Ned can turn off his pain receptors because that dude is crazy than a bitch.
It's like a switch.
One-eyed
You just
Linda brings it
turn
in.
it off.
Yes, I do. Linda jumps behind one of the bars and pulls out some very high-proof moonshine and just splashes it all over the wooden men and kind of has a trail closer to where she is.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And,
You do that. The wooden men are splashed. Those of them that are already on fire are now more on fire.
and catching others, maybe?
Yes, the flames are spreading.
It's terrible.
The foundational parts of the city are now fully ablaze.
Are there more to kill?
Yes, there are some that are still but like flailing tinder. The heat miser steps forth. I don't remember my voice initially. Now.
I think it was.
I gotta
Ed
say,
Lane?
I'm pretty surprised to see you here,
Paul Lynn.
Heat Miser.
Oh yeah.
I thought that maybe your brother would be here and you would be, making things really hot.
Me and Big Red work together. I like his outfit, and as long as I keep all the heat in one place, he's got the run of the town.
Well, I got something for you. If you're willing to not burn a little Dane. And she pulls out a snuff box full of cocaine
Okay.
and just gives it to him. And says, what you do is you put that up in your little shop.
I'm already high as shit, lady. I've been smoking opium all weekend. And you know it's only Monday.
Guy Fieri says, oh no! Guy Fieri says, love, peace, and taco grease. And he puts taco grease all over so it just slides around.
The generic magic of the moment allowed Blondie Guy Fieri to summon love, peace, taco grease, and an even more dangerous thing, using incredible unicorn generic power. What is that thing?
Winner, winner, chicken dinner is a giant chicken.
You summon a giant chicken dinner, a chicken?
A chicken.
A giant chicken.
Because I think it'll do more damage than a chicken dinner.
Yes, a giant...
Cholesterol, you never know.
That's not a lobster, it's a giant chicken!
Yes.
4 foot man.
The giant chicken attacks the heat miser. Whoa, this got weird.
Pecks him to death. Just brutal pecking.
Let's see. Heat miser. Heat miser blasts fireball at the chicken.
Now
this
it's the
is
chicken.
scorching the outer parts of the chicken. But this chicken does not care. He gives no clucks. The chicken attacks, pecking at the heat miser until he won't hit the floor. Heat miser is completely garroted. Wrong word, bad word for that, but he's stabbed.
Right.
He's run through.
One
The
of the
chicken does not
elders-
assassinate heat miser with a
Winston
wire.
says, wow, that's one big pecker. Yeah, look at Creepy calls on Tony.
I missed it.
What's the name of the guy whose guts are always, he's Greek mythology and his guts are pulled out?
That is, no, hold on. The guy, the fire guy.
Prometheus?
Prometheus.
Yeah.
Just like Prometheus.
Look at Prometheus over here.
Oh, that would have been funny if I knew his name.
I was thinking Icarus.
I was thinking Icarus too.
Yeah.
If it had gone the other way, it would have been very Icarus.
I know that laugh. I don't like that laugh.
I prefer Lady of the Evening if you're gonna call me anything slurish.
Woohoo! Go on.
Biggest, fattest, bearded man you've ever seen walked into the room.
I feel like you just announced
Beardiest.
yourself as I am the biggest man you've ever seen.
Yeah, he narrates what's happening.
He takes one step forward, and a wave of rime ice flies out. The heat in the room immediately stops.
Oh.
Well. Someone's been very naughty this year. Oh.
Yeah, they forgot to pay the utility bill, it looks like.
Yes. No, I meant you're encroaching on my territory and trying to kill me.
I can be really nice to you.
Yeah, that's right. It's
What?
me.
Lincoln?
No.
Oh.
It's me, Squirt.
Oh, Squirt. Yes.
Lincoln's over there. Yeah, I sound completely different. Can't you tell the difference between us?
I apologize.
Hey, Big Red.
Squirt says to Earl.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
He put himself back in on his fucking
Exploded
bed.
was a euphemism for a gooey happening.
I don't know if I can do this, Earl.
You must. You want that marketing deal for that soda I gave you, don't you?
Ah, damn, you're right. I want to take pictures of those polar bears for the juice tie-in.
Pure cocaine in a carbonated beverage.
God, I need that soda to start my business so I can sell my own squirt drink.
Sure.
I'll call it Squirts.
Yes, of course. You know what you have to do.
You're right. But I gotta be able to save Linda. I'll kill the other ones, I don't care. You know I'm a cold-blooded 12-year-old.
I do know that. You're an orphan, after all.
I am. And you know I've trained my whole life for this.
That's right, I took you in. I taught you the ways of the Red Shadow.
Yeah, yes.
Now go. Show me what you can do. Show me what you got.
Show me what you
Squirt turns and looks at you with a red shadow jutsu. I never even watched Naruto, but I make the references anyway.
Pew, pew.
He does one of these. And 15 other squirts appear to the left and right. Each of them slightly different and more dumb looking than the original squirt.
It's like multiplicity.
15 and 5 lesser dumb squirts.
Linda is gonna take some of that snuff for herself.
They take out guns. And they all start firing.
We all got bean shooters, see?
What do you do?
Boom.
So,
I'm taking cover behind a bar.
unbeknownst to the rest of you, I've been hanging up this abominable snowman and cutting out venison.
Yeah, you've been doing it field dressing the whole
And
time.
I'm just this whole time, just been cutting away. And I pick up like these big chunks of venison and just start throwing them. I'm just covered in blood now and gore. You looked away for like 5 minutes and I'm just like drenched.
Some of the squirts stop firing so much. Well then, let's see what effect the meat has on them.
Oh yeah! So hungry. I've been a street orphan for so long. I always wondered what real meat tastes like.
Oh, it's grand. It's grand.
Some real Midwestern hospitality for you.
One of the squirts steps forward and bites into the red, fleshy guts of a bumble.
Completely
Oh man, it tastes like tuna. Bumble tastes like tuna. Bumblebee tuna. Bumblebee tuna. That's the product that's gonna make me a millionaire.
Then he vanishes because he wasn't one of the real squirts.
Shadow Jutsu.
He's like, shit. If they start to have real thoughts and desires, they become sentient, and then I have to destroy them.
My shadows can become regular bees, and it makes me weaker.
Oh. Like multiple man style.
Yeah, like the opposite of the movie The One with Jet Li, if you've ever seen that. I don't know if you were ever a 12-year-old boy, but it's a very stupid movie.
It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, but it rules also.
Guy Fieri says, you need some garnish with that steak, and he throws mashed potatoes on there
Oh,
so
hell
that
yeah.
they die.
Oh, that could make it a critical.
That's a crit. All the squirts save one are melts from the heat of the mashed potatoes. They are covered in potato.
One's like, I don't like the texture.
Oh, you don't like
mashed
mashed
potatoes so
potatoes either.
spicy before.
And then Creepy tells Zones like, hey, Squirt, take a look at this. And he does like that thing right there, but it's below his waist.
Okay.
Shut up!
Let's see. Does Squirt look?
And then I punch him in the face twice for flinching.
Wow.
Double flinches!
Squirt is punched. Pretty well. Once. Twice. Like a Fallout 3 cutscene. You punch Squirt so hard, his head comes flying off.
That's right, I killed a little boy!
Yeah. Creepy
Creepy Council's the best monster ever! Oh, that left.
That's when you look again at Earl Lee. This time he's sitting upon a giant reindeer.
I am pleased at this. It seems you are all very powerful enforcers. What do we say we make a business decision instead of all this unnecessary violence? Join me. Join the season. Become one with Christmas. I will give you power and control. People will worship you, and some people will secretly resent you, but then we will come up with a word called a Scrooge that will make them feel bad for not feeling good during the season.
No.
So as to reinforce our socio-cultural norms, says a big snowman wandering in.
Frosty.
That's me, Frosty, the asshole.
So what will it be? Join me? Or don't do that and I'll probably have to kill you or something.
What do you guys think?
Whether or not I succeed, I'm still out of the mafia, because my name's just too cool.
Cool, eh? Well, let me tell you what's pretty cool. How's about being an inanimate object brought to life by a magical scarf?
I got an inanimate object that gets brought to life by hot ladies.
Nice! Nice!
You get the recognition that you want.
If I hide this Frosty.
Get the recognition.
That is hilarious.
Yes. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, sir. Frosty laughs so hard his nose falls
Oh
off.
no!
Batman appears out of nowhere!
Batman, he returns.
He dances to a specific and awesome Christmas song.
The very next day,
We have to fight the Batman first.
He's gone.
I
He's
gotta
like a
say, I know you put snow in your soda drink, but I prefer this because it gives me some Pepsi.
Oh.
Damn.
You've been waiting.
And I flipped and it was like no time.
Well, I'm off. What is it we could do for you?
Yes, we would love to help you. Frosty says, trying to pick up his nose. Oh,
Hey, don't try too hard to pick up that nose, you go blind! Oh!
I don't understand your human cultural norms. I'm a monster.
Now, I know you don't want a lot for Christmas, but what do you want?
I say everyone knows Guy Fieri's is on the naughty list, and I punch him in the head.
You punch
Just gonna punch
Earl?
Santa. Yeah, Earl.
Earl,
Early
the Christmas.
Yes.
Santa! AKA Earl.
Oh, I've been punched.
Vomits up a bunch of tinsel, just. How dare you?
No, the only guy who got my rad jokes!
They were rad. Tony, prove yourself now if you must. What does it mean, Tony?
I take the tinsel and I throw it at Guy Fieri to distract them.
Guy Fieri is not distracted. Anytime he's going for a meal, he wants the main course first. He makes to himself. Don't give me any of the fucking sides. I want the steak that is early Christmas.
You're useless, Tony. Useless. And your name isn't cool at all.
What?
Oh!
No, it is lukewarm,
Yes.
Frosty the Snowman says, melting into a puddle of piss. He's, I don't know, I just wanted to play an asshole Frosty the Snowman.
Was he yellow snow this whole time?
So, Frosty the Snowman?
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
also
Right?
the
I'm
yellow
down
snow.
here. Wait, no, it's not. I like it.
Early's struggling. He's on his knees still. That punch took the wind out of him. But
That's
he's
the
getting
first
to
time I
his
ever
feet.
saw a man
You might
down
be able to defeat me, but you'll never defeat what I stand for.
That's right.
Generosity, forgiveness, and all the excesses of capitalism.
Everything can be bought, even the smile of a child. With a dumb toy, you may have bought an end cap.
Smile, child,
Smile.
child.
Nina Ned has a horrific flashback. All of a sudden, he
One
remembers.
child in your arms died.
He-
Nina Ned,
Yeah.
you gotta do something for me. I hate Christmas.
I'm sorry. Another child. I've never had a Christmas.
Yes. You could be my Christmas, but please, you can save it. Make it come at the appropriate time. Don't cram it over on the other holidays.
I'll do whatever I can.
And at that very moment, a memory Nina Ned has pushed down to his deepest soul comes back out as he lays the dying bodies of the children all around him in the crashed wreckage of his Coupe de Ville. He pulls out of his suit coat a huge 1.5 liter bottle of eggnog and smashes it onto the ground. That's when you remember the vow you made to those dying children in that hospital that you crashed into and totally fucking massacred. You were going to destroy Christmas, even if you were blackout drunk, and somewhere deep down, you would remember.
So I totally snap out of it a moment later, and I look down, and there's still that nutcracker guy lashed onto my nuts.
Yeah, he's
The
there,
last one that's
chewing
alive.
away, chewing away.
I reach down and grab the lever, undoing the latch, and I throw it.
The speed with which Nina Ned throws the nutcracker is impressive. The nutcracker reaches Santa's nuts with alarming speed and burrows into his abdomen, up to his heart, caving Santa's nuts up into his chest cavity.
Yeah, that's right.
12 more 12 drummers drum, 11 pipers piping, etc.
Yes. You know, titles.
Yes, and a
things.
partridge.
Yes.
The partridge family.
The entire Partridge family is in a pear tree. Come on, get happy. Ow!
He collapses to his knees.
Early Christmas. Now 2 men, essentially, barely hanging on to a thread of viscera connecting. make the naughty list. Just this last time.
I walk up to the Nutcracker and notice the little Made in China sticker on the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking makes sense. And I just fucking shove it in.
Christmas is utterly defeated by his own weapons and his own hubris. Decidedly uncool for a representative of winter's might.
What's the moral of the story, kids?
The moral of the story is if you flirt, you will get a lot farther at the very beginning of a quest.
Or, I mean, you could just not be murder hobos. That's helpful sometimes as well.
I didn't murder everybody. Anybody?
You find yourself crawling back up the ladder that you refused to use on your way down.
I needed a quick getaway.
Nina, Ned, and creamy calzones. Ball sacks loosened from the cold. Now it's warmer up there. You also cover yourselves for decency's sake.
Oh, are we naked?
Well, the Nutcrackers had to get there somehow.
They tore through you.
They tore through your pants. Sorry.
No, it's
So
okay.
neatly cut.
I mean, I don't cover myself. I ain't ashamed of nothing.
No, it's fine. As long as you have a hat on, it's fine.
Yeah, I got my
If you didn't
coat
have a hat
on.
on, it would be like terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, disgusting.
Yeah.
You got your ankles covered.
You stand back up. Hundreds of people are now gathered around, all discussing what Linda's phone number might be. When you show back up, they are singing a Christmas carol.
But they're singing. They sing without boxes. They sing without bags.
They sing without big red men in all their red rags. And up in the sky, there arose such a sight. A reindeer with a nose as bright as a light. Still flying in the sky, oh flying so high. Dropping bombs on y'all. From here until forever nigh.
Needles is like, wait, you were supposed to stop, Chris. God damn it.
There's too many things. There's too many Christmas icons. There's too many Christmas things. But you defeated one.
You defeated one.
And every battle, there's always a first shot. And a battle is just one step in a war. The war against Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there now, I enlist you today. Take part in it. I am now unveiling the liberal plot against Christmas. The conspiracy that Fox News has railed against for so long is true. I'm not even a liberal, but I take part in it. Take part with me. Because our true enemy, ladies and gentlemen, is Christmas toys and the Christmas spirit. What we need to do is crash our fellow men near us and extract them for all their material worth. The best man in all of history is Scrooge. And that's me, Scrooge McPM. Nice to meet you. And perhaps you'll see me again next time. I'm Nodice.
It's a game we call Nodice. Hope that you thought it was nice and are sufficiently enticed to tell all of your friends.
Tell them!
Though we play with style and class, it's you who makes this game great fast and told
To you in ways are glass.
Scotch! Come play with us again.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for checking out. Thank you so very much for checking out No Dice here on twitch.tv/SXYHACKERS, the Sexy Hackers Twitch Network. Hey, what is the Sexy Hackers? Yo, it's a cool clothing company that makes clothing. It clothes.
And they always be clothing.
They always be clothing. If you want cool shirts, like this one, right here, based off of a character I played on an earlier No Dice campaign. That's very cool. If you're wearing a shirt, take it off. If it's not a Sexy Hacker shirt, you need a new shirt now. You gotta go to sexyhackers.com.
Get it off. Get it
Get it
off.
off, Ian.
And you know what? Here's an even better thing to know. Go down over there. Follow my finger. Okay, follow my finger all the way.
All the way.
Past the penis.
All the way. Past the awkward penis in the robot. To where it says get 20% off with code NODICE. If you go to sexyhackers.com right now or any time at all and use the code NODICE, you get 20% off your order. Trust me.
Are there any spaces in No Dice in case someone's just listening?
No! Look at what I'm saying. There's no spaces, no dice.
It's right
So there's no space
above my fingers, where the bit thing is.
Yeah, it says right there. Seriously,
Oh, I
ladies
can
and gentlemen,
see
check
it.
out their merchandise. That stuff is awesome. Some very talented people working on some very awesome designs. Just recently, my new favorite one is a. If you've ever seen The Shining, the film The Shining,
I have.
the boy Danny Torrance, who Dr. Sleep is also his main character.
Spoilers.
You not know that?
I'm just kidding.
The sweater that he wears in the film The Shining, we just did a design on that.
With the Apollo
The
sweater?
Apollo 11 sweater. You can buy that. It's pretty cool. Creep out other Kubrickians, just like that. And go buy some stuff. God damn it, come on. And you know what? Just check us out. We're here every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on twitch.tv/xxy
But I feel like
HACKERS.
what's gonna happen next week?
I don't know what's going to happen next week, Brian. That's the fun part of this.
Well, where are we gonna go?
And how are we gonna find out what's gonna happen next week?
You right there in the chat log.
You there, boy.
What is it? Today it's Tuesday.
Yeah, go get me the nicest pheasant down at the Connors.
Go get us the best suggestion for next week, Monday.
And I'll have a whole crowd for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, in case you haven't noticed, we are winding up to get 2 suggestions for next week's No Dice. Bam, on one hand, we are going to need a location. Bam, on the other hand, we are going to need an enemy. So feel free right now, fill up this first hand, ladies and gentlemen. We need a location.
Well, I
where
got
this,
something to fill up that first.
this next Tony. Creepy Kelso Tony. Come on.
Just
Fill it up. Shot in the head.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my wish. Is I do not want to be in a group with Tony.
We need a location, a place. It doesn't even need to be an actual physical place. It doesn't even need to ever be on a map. It can be a metaphysical place. Snow globe. Ooh.
Nice. I like it.
Thank you, Special Mike Productions.
I really like that.
Very appreciated. We're
a
diving
lot.
deep. We're diving deep into the Christmas thing.
Yeah, it's just gonna be Christmas with
Diamond
Martin.
divers into
Well, it could be
Christmas.
winter. It could be winter.
It could be winter.
That's right.
No,
No
It could be a
matter
bit.
what,
It could be a beach.
You celebrate while
And-
it's snowing.
We also need an enemy.
We need an enemy, ladies and gentlemen.
Or a friend of mine.
Someone, yeah, or a friend of me, perhaps.
Best friend of me.
Just choose someone that you hate in pop culture, and we will humiliate them for an hour.
Or in real life, and we don't really know them.
Yeah,
but we'll
seriously.
do
And
it.
Inflated turkey yard thing.
Inflatable.
Oh, like that's how
turkey
they
I hate
yard.
those inflatable things.
Thank you, Kibby and Bits. Man, much appreciated.
Bits.
Kibby.
Kibby and bits.
Kibby.
I'm saying Kibby.
Kibby.
Kibbian.
Kibby and Bits.
Kibbian bits. It's a Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I knew that.
It's a Star Wars.
The Kibbians.
The Kibbians.
Oh, Star Wars.
And all their bits. Nice one, Kibby and Bits. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. No Dice next week is going to take place in a snow globe. Our enemy is going to be the inflatable turkey yard thing, which I am excited to come up with a way to tell a story about. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, thank you so much for coming out and checking out No Dice on twitch.tv. Many thank yous to our fantastic guest, Ian himself. He's right over here, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, thank you. Remember, kids, it's not a coup, it's a democratically elected government.
Yeah, that's true. That's how it works when we want it to work that way.
It's not a coup. It's just a bunch of pigeons talking to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. I'm Dave, that's Nick, that's Stacy, that's Liv, that was Ian. That is our fantastically talented bard, Brian Bear, right over there. I'm Dave. This was No Dice. We will see you on the flip side.
I look at Dave.